some breaking news just as you join us this hour, which is that there are pictures now emerging of Peter Mandelson being driven away from his home in London flanked by two people wearing body-worn cameras, the kinds that you see on the uniforms of police officers, but who themselves are not in uniform, which may well indicate that the police are speaking to Lord Mandelson, or whether they're under arrest or not, we don't know. But the images that are coming into us show Peter Mandelson being led from his home, being put into the passenger seat of a car by two people wearing body-worn camera. Natasha Clark is LBC's political editor. What do we know?
Good afternoon, Tom. Just got the confirmation in from the police that officers have arrested a 72-year-old man on suspicion of misconduct in public office. He was arrested at an address in Camden on Monday, 23rd February, and has been taken to London Police Station for interview. This follows search warrants at two addresses in the Wiltshire and Camden areas. So this is breaking news in from the Metropolitan Police in the last few minutes.
So that would indicate that Peter Mandelson has now been arrested pending interview by the police. We know, of course, that Andrew Mountbatten Windsor was arrested at the back end of last week. And those searches are going on at Mountbatten Windsor's properties today, but we think this might be the last day based on what police were telling us at the end of the week.
Yeah, that was right. We were expecting that to have concluded potentially as early as today. They have also, of course, been conducting those conducting those searches over a number of days. This is interesting, Tom, because I was under the impression from speaking to people that were in government, that were in the police, that this might be done under a voluntary arrest. And obviously the police have taken to make these decisions in both the case of Andrew and, of course, the case of Lord Mandelson, both who deny wrongdoing, we should say, both who have said that they feel that they have done nothing wrong, but both have been arrested in the last week or so on suspicion of misconduct in public office. Now, obviously, in relation to the Mandelson case, it's relating to his position as a trade envoy. We know that. But obviously, in the case of Lord Mandelson, different situation. He's obviously served two posts, one as US ambassador and one, of course, as business secretary. And this has all, of course, come out after the release of those Epstein files. Most of those were, of course, when he was business secretary. It's not quite clear that the Metropolitan Police haven't suggested whether there has been anything in relation to his time as business secretary or his time as the US ambassador yet. But obviously, government will be facing calls about when they are going to release the information that they promised to do so about Lord Mandelson. Darren Jones has just been speaking in the House of Commons. He says that's not going to take place until March now. So clearly the government were under the impression that this investigation with Lord Mandelson was going somewhere. They've been asked by the Met not to release that information just yet. So we're going to have to wait a little longer to hear what the government has to say about that.
Appreciate that, Natasha. Thank you. So the breaking news, if you're just listening to LBC, is that Lord Peter Mandelson has been arrested by the Metropolitan Police, arrested on suspicion of misconduct in public office. The pictures show him being led away by presumed two police officers, not uniformed police officers, but two police officers, into a car and then driven off presumably for further questioning.